Greetings, Taurus. So I don't know what happened, but I was doing your video and all of a sudden I looked up and it was no longer recording. So I was right in the middle of doing your general spread. I've already put out clarifiers for most of the cards. We'll just get back started from here. This is your card, Taurus. This comes from the Zodiac. It's actually the astrology reading cards. But it says, the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. All right. So let me just stop for a second. I was like on the roll here. All right. So your overall, this is your general reading. I'm going to be doing a love reading next. So your overall energy is the Fool. You had, or you have, the Six of Swords, the Three of Wands, fire energy, the Swords is air energy, Death, Scorpio energy, Four of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Fire energy is the Three of Wands was Leo, Sag, and Aries. And then you have the Chariot. That's Cancer energy. So basically what I was saying with these is that with the Six of Swords, you are moving away from a situation that no longer serves you. With the Three of Wands following next, you're looking forward to brighter days. You're trying to make your move. You're trying to strategize on what you're going to do next. Now that you've moved away from this situation, you're ready for a new start somewhere. This Three's very young energy as far as progression of the suits. So definitely looking towards brighter days here. With the Death card, you're putting the end to a situation that no longer serves you. You're putting the situation behind you. Your back is turned to it. You're no longer looking back. You're ready to go forward. After experiencing this death of a situation, you move into the Four of Swords mode where you're meditating, you're contemplating, you're taking time out for yourself to decide what you're going to do with your life. You've moved away from a situation that no longer serves you, so now where? Now where do I go? And that moves from the 3 to a 4 here. You're ready to start something new, but you have to contemplate and plan before you can move forward. With the Chariot, that's the next card. So you have to go through this mode of meditation and contemplation before you can actually move forward with your plan. You have to have a plan to move forward, right? We can't just move forward blindly, even though we have the Fool as our overall energy. So you can move forward, but you need a plan. But you can still have playful, risky energy with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you're going to need this energy in order to push yourself forward. You're going to not, you can't get stuck and held up with things that you're holding on to. Like, you got to let go of everything. You got to kill that situation with the Death card and move forward with the full energy into this new beginning with the Chariot, you know. And it's going to be it's a blessed beginning. It's a blessed movement. It's a positive, victorious movement forward. Now, I clarified the Six of Swords because I wanted to find out what it was you were moving away from. And when I clarified, I got the Ten of Cups. And I thought to myself, why would you want to move away from a Ten of Cups situation? I mean, that's like wish fulfillment. It's having everything you could ever possibly want, you know. And then it just concerned me. I was like, why would you want to move away from this? So I further clarified, and I got the Empress, which is earth energy, and I really feel like this represents you. And you are very, in this situation, you were very powerful. You were getting what you wanted for a while there, you know. It could have been 10 years you were in this situation. You felt abundant. You felt successful, solid. And again, I asked myself, why would you want to leave a situation where you felt like this? So I further clarified. And I got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Now, the way I read my reversals is the opposite of what the upright means. However, in certain combinations of cards, I will read it as something that needed to be gotten rid of. In other words, this Knight of Swords came at you in this position, but it was something that you, as the Empress, needed to put in this position. Okay? Now, the Knight of Swords is drama. It's drama. It's verbal disputes. It's young, immature, verbal communication. It could be yelling, screaming. It could be, you know, just taking jabs at someone. I look at that sword and I think about, you know, cutting below the belt. Someone saying words to you that cut below the belt, you know. And it's somebody in your home environment. I really feel that strongly. It's somebody in your home environment. And then I felt, you know, what would cause someone to talk like that after being in such a happy environment? You know, what would cause someone to do that? And I felt like an alcoholic, or someone who has recently started drinking heavily, someone who may have lost their job. They're just not in a good place right now. And instead of trying to heal themselves and work through what they're going through, they take it out on you. And you had to get the heck out of Dodge with this energy. And I don't blame you. I also said that if you were getting the heck out of Dodge, I feel like with this Ten of Cups, you know, there's kids in this picture. So if there's kids involved and this person is acting like that, I hope to God that you're getting them out of the situation as well when you're moving away with the Six of Swords. Please do not leave them in that environment. Please, if you are, please reconsider. It's very important. I feel like I'm speaking to a specific few of you, but if I am, you know who you are. Get the kids out of that situation, please. With the Three of Wands, I clarified it and I got the Death in reverse. So with the Three of Wands, you know, you turn your back to a situation that no longer serves you. You're ready to move forward, but the Death was in reverse here. And that told me that, you know, instead of being ready to move forward, you were still kind of holding on. You weren't quite ready to kill that situation. In other words, this guy right here peeks around his shoulder a couple of times. He's not really completely looking forward. He just looks behind him like, should I kill this situation or not? Because this is a big step moving forward and leaving it, you know. However, the next card beside the Three of Wands is Death. So you do allow that situation to die. And I'm very proud of you for doing that. When I clarified the Death card, I got the Sun in reverse. And this tells me the reason why you allowed that situation to die. It was no longer a positive situation that was serving you. It was at one point in time. This was there at one point in time. That with the, you know, Ten of Cups. But, no, not anymore. It's not there anymore. Coming out in the reverse as a clarifier for the Death card. So that tells me you're no longer happy and you're putting an end to that situation. Good for you. Alright, so the next card I was going to clarify was the Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here for Taurus for the month of June 2018? Four of Swords for Taurus, June 2018. What is this energy? What are they meditating on? What are they trying to contemplate? What are they figuring out here before they move forward with the Chariot? What do they need to know before they move forward with the Chariot? The Five of Swords in reverse. So you know that you have to put an end to the fighting. You have to nip that fighting that's going on in the bud. Any type of verbal disputes you guys have, it's the Five of Swords. And it's like, that guy's got a smirk on his face. Yeah, but it's in reverse. And with the Five of Swords in the upright, you know, it's kind of like nobody won in this situation. You know, this guy's got a smirk on his face. He thinks he's won, but nobody won, because it's like the whole thing is just crumbling down, you know. These people that he's hurt in the background here, I feel like you're one of them. And nobody won, you know. But in the reverse, I feel like you're winning. This person who thinks he won, he's not winning. You're winning. You're the one winning in this situation. And you know that you got to put an end to the fighting. And the best way to do that is to move forward. Move away from that drama. I definitely relate this with the Knight of Swords. This guy right here is that knight. No good. Alright. So what are you moving forward to with the Chariot? I'm excited with that full energy in the Chariot. Great beginnings ahead of you. What is this Chariot card for Taurus, June 2018? Where are they moving forward to? What's in their path? What's in their future? For Taurus, Chariot 2018, June. What kind of energies are they moving towards? What's the outcome of this Chariot? What's up there with it? It's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So with the Seven of Pentacles, it's patience. It's, you know, kind of watching what you've planted grow and just waiting patiently to see the fruits of your labor. Well, in the reverse, I look at it as the opposite. There's not any patience, and the Chariot card is definitely a fast-moving card. So you're not going to have any patience here with the situation. Once you decide and make up your mind, like, you're going to be moving forward with full force in that full energy. Like, damn everybody else, here I go. Watch me roll. You're going to be in my rear view soon. So fast energy. Not planting any seeds right at the moment. You're trying to get to where you're going first. Just clarify the Chariot. Additional clarifiers for the Chariot. Where is Taurus moving for the month of June 2018? What are they moving towards? June 2018, the Chariot card for Taurus. What are they moving towards? It's raining outside. I love it. It's pitter-pattering on my window pane. The Tower. Yes. The Tower. You're moving to that Tower moment. That's awesome. A lot of people see this card, they're like, what the hell? That's not good. No, this is great. This is going to be a life-changing event that you're moving towards, and it's the outcome, I feel, is going to be a positive one. It's going to be you coming out on top. I tell you that. I feel it. I'm going to clarify that just to make sure, but that's what I feel. We'll see. What is the Tower card for the Chariot? Power card, clarifying the Chariot for Taurus, June 2018. What is this Tower moment? What will it bring for Taurus? June 2018. Coming out of June 2018, Tower. What does this mean for Taurus? The Hanged Man. It's gonna give you new enlightenment. It's gonna give you a new outlook on life. It's gonna, I mean, after this moment happens, it's a positive thing for sure. You see this little halo of light around his head? That is a light bulb moment. It's like, aha, that's what I need to do. And you will know at that point what you need to do. And you will go at it with this full energy. You see that? I mean, you've got some great things ahead of you, I'll tell you that. Enlightenment is the greatest gift of all. That enlightenment that's going to give you that extra boost to further grow to your higher good, to your higher self. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you, Taurus. Alright, that concludes your general reading. Now we're going to get into your love reading. And we'll be using the Spiral Tarot deck for that. What kind of messages, Spirit, do you have for Taurus in love for the month of June 2018? I will say that sometimes these messages continue on in the love reading from your general reading. If they do not, then I am talking to a different group of people. You know, just please know that I'm guided by Spirit. You know, I read these cards the way Spirit wants me to, and I can't choose whether or not it's going to be a continuation or not. You just have to see what happens here, you know. Messages for Taurus for the month of June 2018. Love messages. What kind of messages do you have for Taurus in love? Alright, we have your energy. Four of Swords again. Might be a continuation. King of Wands. Their energy. The Moon. The Wheel of Fortune. What crowns you? The King of Cups. What are your blockages? The Two of Cups. And what's the outcome? The overall outcome? Three of Pentacles. Advice. King of Pentacles. Alright. So for your current energy, Four of Swords, which we saw that in the general reading. State of meditation, contemplating what you're going to do. But you also have the King of Wands, going after what you want with passion. So whatever this meditative state is, you're going to realize what you want. And I believe that's going to come from that hanging man moment, the hanged man moment, where you know, manifested a new self-awareness that will lead you in the right direction. Higher learning, enlightenment, going after what you want now. You have to be enlightened to go after what you want, right? Four of Swords to this energy, fabulous. Their energy is the Moon. They got secrets. And the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is going to bring these secrets out that this person has. it's fated for these secrets to come out. They have a lot of things they're withholding from the world, from people in their lives. They're trying to tap into their intuition to determine the best way to reveal these secrets. But with the Wheel of Fortune, there will be good fortune that comes out of these secrets. And it's one of those things where you can't really see it now, but you'll understand it once it happens. You look at a situation as like, how will I ever see like what this means? Because right now it just feels so unknown to me. And with this person, it's like there's a lot of things that are unknown about them, and you don't understand how it could ever have a positive outcome from it. But what the Wheel of Fortune is telling you, that these secrets will come to light and it will be a positive outcome from it. And maybe revealing, what got them into that Knight of Swords energy. I really do feel like this one's a continuation of your general read, but just know that with the Wheel of Fortune, that it's a fated situation that's got to happen. There's no choice. The universe has control over it. We do not. And these secrets will be coming to light very soon with that person. What's crowning you, your relationships, your love sector, is the King of Cups. Very loving energy. He's not very expressive with it. He has his emotions under control. He is very... He comes across as a stern type of character, however, there's all sorts of emotions going on the inside of him. But he's not very expressive with them because he is in control of them, if that makes sense. His still waters run deep type of energy here. Very deep intellectual, or not intellectual, intuitive person here, or energy. Feels very deeply. Has the ability to express all of it, but does not choose to. Keeps it to himself. This could be the person you're dealing with. This could also be your energy. This is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The moon is Pisces, Cancer. And the Wheel of Fortune could be Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus. And then this King of Wands is fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. But being that this is coming out for you, I definitely feel like it's the energy you've taken on now. Or it could be a new person that you've met that is Leo, Sag, or Aries. In your blockages, you have the Two of Cups. So what's blocking you here is that I see two things. Either one, you have to make a decision when it comes to love, when it comes to who you give your cup to. I also see it as another person that maybe your person or your ex or whatever is dealing with now, that's putting blockages up between you guys, reconciling or something like that. Like maybe they found new love, or maybe you found new love and they're trying to reconcile with you, and that's blocking it. Either or, Two of Cups as a blockage is not a good indicator of a successful relationship between you and this person. Like, obviously the blockage is you guys are not seeing eye to eye. Eye to eye. These two are seeing eye to eye. The yin and the yang. The Two Cups, it's a very balanced card, but you guys do not have this balance as it being in your blockage position. The outcome is the Three of Pentacles, which is a very good card. It's I really feel like this is you, and this is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but it's like the spotlight is on you. Like, you have worked really hard and you're receiving your accolades for all the hard work you've put in, and you're being treated as the queen that you are, or the king that you are, and being appreciated for who you are. Whether it be by this new if this is a new love interest, the King of Wands, maybe he's showing this attention to you and giving you praise for this. You could be giving praise to yourself, or your ex, this other love interest over here, could be showering you with compliments. Or maybe you're just very proud of yourself and all that you've accomplished. You did a lot of work to move forward and get out of that situation, so be very proud of yourself. This is a beautiful card. This is a dancer, and she has an audience, and she has all these flowers that have been thrown up on stage for her, and all the spotlights are on her. Beautiful, gorgeous card, and I really see that as being your energy. And then the King of Pentacles is your advice. So maybe you have a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn person coming towards you, very successful in business. Maybe the advice is to give that person a chance, or it could be for you to take on this energy and concentrate and focus on work for right now. And that work could be your work, like a career, or it could be working more on yourself. Either way, like, you're very successful. This is very successful energy. The King of Pentacles is like the highest pentacles besides the Ace, you know, of accomplishments. You've accomplished a lot, or a person that you're interested in has accomplished a lot. But your advice is to enjoy your accomplishments, because you worked hard for them. Alright, let's see. Do you want to clarify any of these? I think this is pretty much cut and dry. I think I'll stop there with the love reading, you know. Fire energy, earth energy, air energy, water energy. I mean, we've got some of everybody up here. I do feel like you're going to have, like, anything that's hidden right now, it's going to come to light. And when you realize that, and you have that light bulb moment, you're going to be in a much better place. And it's going to happen. Keep up the hard work. You've been doing a great job. Alright, so the next part is the oracle cards. So first I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels deck. Spirit, what kind of messages do you have for Taurus when it comes to romance and love for the month of June 2018? I usually pull 3 cards from this deck just to cover the spectrum of Taurians out there who are watching. You know, all 3 of them could apply to your situation, or there may be one that only applies to your situation. But I do like to have a, you know, range out there for everyone to take a piece away from watching this video, you know. Messages for Taurus and love for the month of June 2018, singles and couples, Taurians. Bottom of the deck, we have children. All right, I said, get those children out of there. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Get those children out of there if they're in there. I'm not trying to scare you, but seriously, if I'm talking to you, like, seriously, get the children out of that situation if that's the case. Okay. Alright. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That 4 of Swords, contemplating, what do you want? What do you want? You have to know what you want to manifest it. You can't manifest something you have not clearly defined. Okay? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. The first thing that comes to mind when I see this card, so I'll just have to say it, is I think about like in the old like medieval movies, or like, I won't even say it, the Victorian era movies, like for example, Pride and Prejudice. It's drawn a blank, but you know, those types of movies. But I think about like the rich aristocrat whose family is well-to-do, and he's walking along, strolling down a little pebble path one day, and comes across a maiden girl who, you know, is someone's servant, or basically poor, comes from a poor family, and he falls in love with her, and his parents don't agree, and his parents judge her for being poor, and you know, demand that he not see her anymore. It's that type of energy that I get with that. But it also can apply to age, age difference, socioeconomic differences, physical differences. They're short and you usually like tall guys, or you know, she's a little bit plump and you usually like skinny women. It could be any of those types of things. It could be coming from a different ethnic background. Maybe they're from India and you're from, you know, Yugoslavia or something, you know, that type of deal, where your backgrounds matter. So keep an open mind though. If you don't keep an open mind, then you limit yourself to the possibilities. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I feel so strongly that this is talking about that person, that Knight of Swords, that person in your home life that has just become, that situation has just become tumultuous, and that individual has some type of addiction that is affecting their behavior, that's affecting their personality, that's stealing away the happiness and the joy that was once there. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life, and that with the children, not a good combination there. Get the children out. All right. So, put these up. The next deck I'm going to use is the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. Provide some advice, guidance on your current situation. Spirit, what kind of messages do you have for Taurus for the month of June 2018? June 2018. Taurus. What kind of messages do you have for Taurus? What kind of advice do you have for them? Seems like they need some advice in this situation. I hate it. I feel like I'm talking to a very specific few as well. I really hope if you're in this type of situation that you're getting out of it as fast as possible. Messages for Taurus, June 2018. Sorry about that little slam. Hope y'all didn't have the earbuds on when that happened. We have number 42, the Kumbaba Jasper. Let's take a look, see what that's talking about. Two plus 4 is 6. 6 of Swords. Moving away. Let's see. Ancient echoes. It's an earthy frequency. It affects the base, heart, alta major, and causal chakras. When the Kumbhaba Jasper attunes your personal biorhythms to the natural cycles of the planet. This crystal also facilitates deep clearing of your karmic body and the ancestral line. When you live in your head rather than the physical world, your cellular structure becomes unstable and your metabolism is thrown off balance. You may not be assimilating oxygen or nutrients such as minerals and vitamins. Remember that ideas are nutrients too. Disruption of your autonomic nervous system, your autonomic nervous and immune systems may be caused by ancient traumas and family traumas. Getting in touch with the ancestors and understanding the process of creation helps you to recognize the value of recycling the past to create a more present future. Check out what has passed down the ancestral line and utilize homeopathic healing for miasms such as tuberculosis. Healing insight. By changing how you view things, you dramatically improve your well-being. Changing how you view things, huh? What card best says that? Changing how you view things. Where was it? Changing how you view things. Boom. Right there. Changing how you view things. All right. Beside you. All right. The next deck I'm going to pull from is Guardians of the Light. Excuse me, not Guardian, Keepers of the Light. I always want to say Guardians of the Light. I think that was a movie or something, but yeah, Keepers of the Light. Keepers of the Light. What Keepers of the Light card will provide Taurus the most bestest advice for the month of June? Which Keepers of the Light card will provide Taurus the best information, best advice for June 2018 in their current situation? Really need a good advice card here for Taurus. Seems like they're in a very tricky situation. Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Gosh, Taurus. I really feel like you're in a dark situation, or just recently getting out of one. And this is your advice. You have to rise above it. Light is here. Let's see what that book has to say. Serapis Bay. I've never pulled this card before. Very interesting. The stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma, or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There is always room for improvement. There's also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. Sounds like school or something. It's important to cherish this time and to realize without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. All right, last deck. This is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. I love this deck by John Holland. kind of messages do you have for Taurus for the month of June 2018? What kind of advice, guidance do you have for Taurus for the month of June 2018? Please provide relevant, applicable advice for Taurus for the month of June 2018, current situation. Embrace, card number 21. Embrace. That reminds me of that little halo around the Hanged Man. You gotta embrace that higher self. You gotta. I'm getting ready to read the meaning for it, but that's my advice from what I'm reading from it through Spirit. Number 21. This is a major arcana in this deck. I will say it is pretty sure it's the World. Yeah, the World. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. It's the World card, like in the regular decks. The keywords are achieve, welcome, appreciate, dreams, wholeness, contentment. When it comes to love, the universe is smiling upon you at this time. Energies are moving and shifting, coming together to give you exactly what you need and want. Your efforts to clarify your heart's desires to be present in current relationships and to actively manifest new relationships are now bearing fruit. In this moment, you're in a position to achieve all that you have dreamed of regarding matters of the heart. Your dreams are ready to manifest. Allow all of the pieces to gently fall into place. Don't resist, just embrace. Your own personal energies are combining to bring you to a new level of being whole and perfect. This will allow your relationships to fall into place beautifully as well. To support this process of integration, work with the concept of having an open and grateful heart. Express appreciation for the many blessings in your life. As you go through your day, be aware of the grace that surrounds you. Grace shows itself in ways both large and small. The larger manifestations of grace may be your family, your health, and your home. However, there are many smaller manifestations of grace that can also be acknowledged. Appreciate the warm sun on your face, the cool breeze blowing through your hair, the lovely flower growing from a crack in a stone wall. By being grateful, you surround yourself with contentment, and through the law of attraction, you will welcome more of the same, including more fulfilling relationships. Your affirmation should be, I acknowledge my many blessings and am open to receiving my heart's desires. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Well, Taurus, I really hope for those of you I was speaking to that you take these little nuggets of advice that have been presented to you here today from Spirit, and know that the universe has your back, Spirit has your back, God has your back, in moving forward from this troublesome situation. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Know that, and when you see that light, embrace it, grasp it, and hold it dear to you, and be thankful for it. Thank you, and enjoy your month.